Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Gemp. This is Alan with Y&L Landscaping Company, and I wanted to prepare this video to show you the scope of work that I'm proposing for your yard. It is fairly extensive, and I wanted to make sure that you understood completely. Um, I think this video will accomplish that better than the written description in the proposal. So here we see the first section, and what I'm proposing is that we are going to take down this mound. So we're going to scrape this so it's more of a smooth slope in this direction, starting about 10 feet away from the tree, and then we're going to excavate about a 3 foot or 30-inch, not quite 3 foot section off the wall and going down. And we will be burying French drain components down in this trench that we dig. We will line it with filter fabric to keep the sediment out and separating in, and put perforated pipe down in here, and then filling it with river rock. So this becomes a big collection basin, so to speak. I'm going to use 6-inch pipe to allow a lot of water to move through there. We will trench under the fence and down along your side fence, through the back fence, to the woods area, and then we'll be installing a 12-inch drain basin in that area, and surrounding that by 3 to 5 inch river rock, larger river rock that the water can't move and won't move, and this will stem any erosion that's happening down in there. And then there, as you know, there's two other pipes that we're going, one that we need to capture and trench its way down, 4-inch pipe, and run that through a speedy basin. And then there's a second one there that we just need to bring into that same area and give it a basin to exit. And all of those will be surrounded by stone. So that it's a pretty quick description, but it's a lot of work. All of that digging has to be done by hand through all those shrubs and tree roots and everything that's back there, and all of that's any debris has to be hauled out by hand, and the stone has to be all hauled in by hand. So unfortunately, because of access, it's very labor intensive. So that's the first part of the proposal. I've broken it down into sections. For the next part of the proposal, we'll start with this view, and what we'll be doing is creating kind of a swirling drain basin down here along the fence area, and we'll put some French drain components down in there, line that with filter fabric, and fill that with river rock as well. And that will be the beginning of this will be the start of our system here. That will then we'll have a pipe from that trench down into your side yard there to the top of the walkway. As you can see from this view, looking down into the yard, um, we will be installing stepping stones along this area. Down, can't draw them out very well, but there will be stepping stones down across this area so you can walk through it. I'm giving you an option in the proposal to also dig this entire area out and install ground cover, Vinca ground cover. So you have a price for that as an option. If you choose not to do that option, we will just stabilize this with some soil and shade mix grass seed and Curlex on top, so it all germinates and takes. So that's that portion of the project. In this area, you can see the walkway, and what we're going to do is we're going to dig out the entire walkway going around and make it one large drain field. We're going to put French drain components down in the bottom all the way to the end. We're going to fill the whole thing up with river rock. We're going to put stepping stones along here so you can walk through this area. And then, as you know, you have a pipe that terminates right down here. We're going to tie this entire system into that 4-inch pipe. That will catch all sorts of water coming down through the yard, and send it to where it's not going to continue to erode your backyard, especially down at the fence. So in this view, you can see that you can barely see the pipe right here. We're going to tie into that pipe and trench out and run it down to the other pipe that's down here. So both pipes will come down, they will tie together and go into a 12-inch drain basin, and then that entire thing will be surrounded with 3 to 5-inch river rock as well, which will stop the erosion as the water discharges from our system. Also down here, I am adding topsoil to stabilize this area, covering it with filter fabric, and then putting 3 to 5-inch river rock throughout this entire area down here. And that will stabilize this hill and allow the water that's not being captured by our system to move through that area and down towards this stream. So we're stabilizing this entire area, as well as capturing all the water, giving you a pathway through that also acts as a collection point, collecting water outside of the fence, bringing it all down to this area down here, burying this pipe as we get there. The very last item on the proposal is the ground cover for just inside of the gate on the left-hand side of the house. That's Vinca ground cover. We would skim the area, plant the ground cover, mulch it in, water it in, and then it will fill in nicely in that area. It should like that area quite a bit. The second to the last item is this area around this little pool building, and you asked for artificial turf. The artificial turf is a little bit of an expensive process for a few reasons. One is that we have to skim this area, and the section around the back and the section along the front here, and put in compactable stone and compact that. And then the other thing is that this artificial turf needs to be mounted to something, or it won't stay. And so what we would have to do is line this area with landscape timbers, and then fit the material, roll it out, cut it, and then use a special adhesive to mount it all the way around. It is a little bit of an expensive proposition. It's the correct way to do it. Um, it's much different than just buying a piece of artificial turf from a Home Depot and rolling that out. This is a much more superior product that will last forever. But also because of the way it's made, it has to be rolled out, and uh, while you can do some piecing together, it all has to run in one direction. So you have to purchase enough to they come in 15-foot rolls, so you have to purchase enough to make that roll work all the way around. So it's not a cheap product, and I wanted to give you an option. So I gave you an option A and an option B on the proposal to put compactable stone in here and then top it with river rock as well. So the area would look very nice, but it's a little more economical presentation for you to consider. Both options do have the drain box in the front and the pipe running down to discharge that water into the woods area. So look for that proposal. What you can do is go back into the email, click the link that will open the proposal for you, and then you can view all of those project descriptions and all of those options. Um, we do have some financing options. If you would like to finance the project, you can talk to us about that. Certainly, if you have any questions, reach back out to me with those questions or concerns, and we can work through anything. So I hope you found this video helpful, and like I said, please reach out and I will follow up with you as well. Thank you.